Hi, my name's Naomi, and I have a story to tell. When I was a little girl, I went on a journey. In fact, I went on many journeys. I went to faraway places and met all sorts of interesting characters, visited many worlds. As I discovered the power of imagination, the wonderful ability to travel to different worlds, all within my own head. In fact, for the longest time, I thought that because these worlds existed in my head, that I was the only one who could enter them, that they were entirely private, that they belonged just to me. But I soon discovered that even the worlds in our own heads can be shared, and that although they might look different to someone else, they can travel through them as well. And this is the beauty of the media. The way that ideas and images and entire imagined worlds can be transferred from one person to another. When my friends read The Hobbit or watch the movie, they can travel in that world as well. And this is the really exciting part. We can share these worlds with one another. I've realised that not only can the world in my head be shared with other people, but some imaginative worlds improve when they're shared. This happened to me about 10 years ago when I spent my evenings working out how to drop an unboiled egg for a meter without breaking it, listening to someone else's voicemail messages, and reading the personals on the Fat Cow Bugle. This was all part of a fun little TV show called Fat Cow Motel, and it was my first experience with being directly involved with participatory culture. The audience were given lateral thinking puzzles to solve every week, and we could receive further clues to the show's mysteries if we worked together as we explored the web pages of the fictional town of Fat Cow. I was well and truly sucked in, and I even won a t-shirt and a keyring, the height of achievement. Through this experience, I got to travel this imagined world of the town Fat Cow with 20,000 other people. This is why I think the cinema is a really exciting space, and I really hope that they stick around. Because the cinema is created especially for us. We see this in Ameri's discussion, which explains that the facade of a movie theatre serves as the border between the real and the imaginary. He calls it the ticketed passageway from everyday life into the construed otherworld of the movies. Ameri talks about how cinemas have transitional spaces, which are spaces that are made specifically to help you transition from the real world to the imagined world of the cinema. These are things like the snack bar or the ticket booth, and the fact that most cinemas have a deep front. All this travelling that we have to do to get to the auditorium is also preparing us to be able to enter this imaginary world. Another way the cinema is made perfectly for this, the way that most cinemas, at least to some extent, mimic theatre stages, like curtains, which have no practical purpose. But when they open and the lights go down, we understand that it's time to enter that world, and there's a hush in the audience. Annette Kuhn describes cinemas as very much part of the built environment, and yet they can join the mundanity and materiality of bricks and mortar with the worlds of fantasy and imagination. The cinema can be thought of kind of like a TARDIS. The world of the cinema is bigger on the inside, and it can take you any time and any space in the universe.